Hello and welcome, my fellow Star Wars enthusiasts, Star Travelers, or whatever you want to be considered. I want to welcome you to vadersnewempire.com or my YouTube channel, Vader's New Empire. This is another real-time set build, this time of 6208 B-Wing Starfighter. It is the second Starfighter of the B-Wing series they've made. This one's a little better than the first one. By looks wise. They also made, I believe, another one that was one of the collector series. But I do want to thank you for coming on this video and checking it out. After my last video of set 10221, the Executor class Super Star Destroyer, I said pretty much I wasn't going to be making too many more real-time video builds, because that was her set builds on video, just because that one about killed me. It took me almost a little over a month to do, and I was working at the time. Currently I'm not working, but looking for work. But nonetheless, I just wanted to say hello and thank you for checking out my site or my YouTube channel. And by all means, sign up. I got tons of things on my site, everything from reviews to set build videos, set statistics. I have a blog on there that talks about how my website got started, what I'm up to next, what I'm doing with my videos, just to give you up-to-date things I do. But let's get started, huh? This is the 6208 B-Wing. Let me zoom out here. There's quite a few pieces. I got some over here in this box, just little tiny ones I didn't want to put on the table because they would have rolled. If you've seen any of my other videos, my table is slightly slanted down towards me, and I have yet to level the thing. Anytime I put something that's circular on there, it rolls right off the table. So I keep all the small parts in a box. It's easy to get to. There ain't too many parts in there that I have to search through. I've got most of the stuff stuck together, so it just makes it easier for me to find. But might as well get going. I believe this set should take me about an hour. I appreciate everybody that sticks through the video with me. I don't think everybody sits there and watches the entire thing, and I tend to ramble and I tend to repeat myself sometimes, but I give you some information about the set, and I also give some Lego tips, and excuse me, and just tell you some little stories about my background on my Legos. Other than that, might as well get going. It's about 3 o'clock. I live in Florida, and right now it's almost 100 degrees outside. I'm on my back porch. That's where I do all my real-time videos. It's either 40 degrees outside or 100 degrees. So that I just recently started drinking the green tea, so my hands are a little bit shaky today. So hopefully everybody doesn't mind that too bad. I will try to get everything in focus here when I start building things. This is a two-piece set. It comes with the Starfighter plus a stand for it. Now here's the thing about this set. It was my very first Lego I bought for Star Wars, and I thought I had all the pieces for it. So when I was going through trying to pick all the pieces out for it, because I got boxes and bins and tons of things for the Star Wars Legos, I realized that I didn't have all the pieces. I found the ones that I really need for the set, and I think through the years I let my kids borrow some Legos, and there for a while I kind of dropped out of it after getting just a few sets, and I let them have at it. So I wound up missing quite a few pieces and parts through the years, but I've got enough Legos supply on this back porch of mine to build anything I want, really. I've got sets upon sets. I don't know, I can't recall how many exact Star Wars Lego sets I own. I own quite a few of them. I think I probably have a little over 20 of them, and they're mostly all the old ones. Either you can't get them from Lego anymore, except for the newly updated versions of them. The only place you can pretty much find anymore is like eBay or Craigslist or maybe a garage sale or two. There isn't too many places you can buy them anymore. And for instance, this one went for, I think it was $35. You can find out in my section on my website, reviews of sets I own. And I talk about the price, the original price, and the weight and all that stuff of it. But I was looking at it and I realized that these sets are going for about $300. This one at least goes for almost $300 on eBay right now. And like I said, I don't have all the pieces that went to it, so I just had to make do with what I got for pieces wise. Kind of stolen from other sets. So bear with me as I put this together, and it's going to be kind of multicolored just because of that issue. I'm trying to get what I originally owned back, but yeah, that takes a little time. Let's see, can you see what I'm building? Let's see, let me zoom in a little bit more. There it goes. That way you get a better look at what I'm doing. As you can see, the colors are different. There's nothing really I can do. Excuse me again. Yeah, even just some pieces and parts in here are not going to match. Here I go rambling and repeating myself again. I recently stopped drinking tea, which in most of my videos I'm sitting there drinking tea on. So if you see my hands shake a little bit, that's because I'm having withdrawals from caffeine. It's the craziest thing. I really didn't think caffeine would make me shake after I stopped drinking it, but was I wrong? But I do what I can. Currently in between jobs at the moment, and kind of got to watch what I spend on money. So tea was one of the things I had to eliminate from my diet as it is. Alright, I gotta find out what size that is. Because in these newer Legos nowadays, they have what size these axles are. And in these older ones, they didn't show it because they knew you had a certain amount of parts, and that's all you had to work with. Okay, I can see a piece I'm already missing. And this I don't even know how to find unless I steal it off one of the sets behind me, which is probably what I'm going to have to do. I do not see it in the box. That figures. Okay, well, I think I know of one set I could take it off of. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to have to do. Bear with me for a second. Sorry, I thought I had everything I needed. Good thing is, I know most of the sets I own, I know that I have certain items in them, in the other sets. So I can easily just pick and choose from what I need. But down the road, I'll have to eventually take this set apart, just because the Star Wars Lego versions of everything I'm lacking pieces for, and I'm trying to build every set I have on real-time build. And what I mean by real-time is exactly what you see. It's not stop motion. It's real time. So you get to see how long it really takes, what it really takes to do, all that good stuff, you know. And there's a lot of people out there that do these fast motion type deals, and I've even been told by my online mentor that maybe I should start doing it that way. But to be honest with you, I just don't have the program for that kind of video. There's an editor in YouTube, but I just have not learned it, and I'm not sure if stop motion is part of that program. But like I said, I'm doing what I can with what I got. Let me put this off to the side. This is the engines, the firing component to the flick flyer, which is, these aren't like the kind you flick out the back. These are actually rubber band activated. You pull back and it shoots out the missiles, which was a big #1 plus for me. Let's see. So I got all these little tiny parts in here. Trying to find everything. Oh, my hands are shaky today. Here's a good lesson in life. Stay away from the caffeine drinks. They will, because if you stop them, they'll make you shake like a leaf. Alright. I have a rubber band in here, and I'm not sure if it's the correct one. It's one of the ones I found. And these things are quite old in these sets I got. But I think this will do. Not quite sure. Oh, I see. Yeah, this actually goes back. So, let me pull this back. Oh, yeah. That works pretty good. Good thing I found a rubber band that is not going to break on me. That's always a good thing. Alright, back to the show. Yeah, I really seriously thought if I used an old rubber band that it would snap on me in a heartbeat. I'm glad I was wrong. Oh, it's getting cloudy. That's always a good thing. That means thunderstorms are on their way. Which is really good, especially on this back porch. That thunderstorms start rolling in, and it gets instantly cool out here. Because right now, I kid you not, it's got to be everything but close to about 100 degrees right now on this back porch. So my shakes from the, oh my goodness, if it keeps shaking like this, I'm going to have to stop the video and get back on it when I'm not shaking like that. It's kind of embarrassing, y'all. But nonetheless, I'm going to try to continue on. Just in case there's any children watching this, that's what happens to your body when you stop anything that's not good for your body. You tend to shake a little bit from time to time. So I'm used to that. I actually quit drinking alcohol almost 3 years ago, and I dealt with the same thing when I quit drinking. I shook really bad. So I'm trying to stay away from that kind of thing. I didn't think caffeine would be doing this to me like this, but it is. Oh well. Alright. And these. Oh, missing something here. Yeah, so it's hard to stay away from caffeine. Alright, am I missing a piece? Nope, I got it right there. Okay, these also are the engines on the back of the ship, but when they're all put in place, then they act as the mechanism for pulling this whole thing back and letting those missiles fly. What do you think? So far so good, huh? Alright, next step is to put it inside this piece here. I gotta remember which way that goes. For the most part, these, whoa, I might have to find another one of those if it keeps sliding off like that. that's going to keep sliding right off. That's kind of a bummer. I don't know if it's the actual round piece or if it's the actual piece inside, but we'll deal with that shortly enough, because that's going to keep falling right off, and that's a bummer. It's not even one of the original pieces that go on the set. There's probably a way I can keep that from happening, but I really don't like altering my Legos. So I might have to do just a little bit. We'll see if I don't, with me shaking like this, I don't want to cut myself. But I'm trying to alter the Legos so it's got a little nick in it on the inside, so it kind of holds it a little better. Let's see if that worked. Oh yeah, see? Legos, you can do just about anything you want to them. Alright, next. Alright. Yeah, the shakiness is a bit much for me right now. But I'm trying to make do with what I got going on right now. Ooh, I see 2 pieces I'm missing. I didn't think I was missing any. Well, no, here they are. I got pieces scattered all over when I was putting all these pieces out on the table. Oh, there goes that piece again. I guess I didn't do very good of a job. Let me just try this one more time. Like I said, I don't want to alter it too much, because if it's the blue piece, if it's the blue axle sticking out, then I'm altering the wrong piece, which could be bad for the Lego and somewhere else. We'll see how that works. It wants to stay in there, I think. Alright. We'll see. Who knows? It's all about fun of the building, right? So I'm not going to let it get me down. Alright, get 2 of these and 2 of these. And 2 of these. Oh, there we go. I forgot to oil my chair. It's going to be squeaky. There's moisture in the air. Florida, I don't care if it's raining or not. Kind of tends to make everything squeak. Anything metal. Got a nice little computer chair here, computer desk chair, but it's over 10 years old. It's still comfy. It's sitting me a little lower than I'd like to, but make do with what I got. Alright, this is coming together nicely. For not having all the pieces I need in the set, I'm doing what I can. So, let's see, a little history about this Lego. This was the very first Star Wars Lego piece I ever bought. And I bought it just because, well, back then I wasn't interested in doing anything online or anything like that. So, pretty much, I got it just because it was a Lego. I played with Legos all my life when I was younger. And I just wanted, pretty much get back into it just for a short time of whatever reason I had. Just probably from being bored or maybe even out of work. I can't quite remember the exact reason. Alright, let me put this off to the side. Let me show it to you here. This pretty much pulls back. There goes that piece again. I'm going to have to find another one of those. But that's not a problem because, believe it or not, I probably got tons of those things laying around. If not, they're stuck to a set, which I see one right off the get-go, which is my X-Wing fighter. We'll see if it's the blue piece, if the blue axle, or if it's the actual piece I'm trying to alter every time here. Here goes that piece rolling off the table towards me. Let's see. No, believe it or not, folks, it is the blue axle in there. I don't know how that works. I'm going to try to alter that. Just put get a little piece of plastic sticking up off. Oh, I got mosquitoes biting me already. Yeah, that's one thing that's unavoidable in Florida, are the mosquitoes. And I was out here earlier trying to get set pieces together. No, I'm just going to have to find another one of those axles. Which, I'll work on that later. I used to I had bumps all up and down my arm this morning. But yeah, they got me pretty hard and heavy. They're vicious. And like I said, I'm outside on the back porch. I have a screened-in enclosure around, but they'll still get you. Let's see. Here I go, losing stuff again. I know I pulled these out. Oh, they're there. And this does this a couple times on up. Oh, some things I did not pull out of the box. Once I build this, I'll pull it up closer to the set of the camera up there, or I'll zoom down so you can see it better, so I don't lose everybody in how I'm putting this together. Okay, why slowly get lost where I am on the table. Alright, yeah, but like I said, this is my first set for Lego Star Wars, and I actually I didn't think about no more Lego Star Wars. Even Star Wars is one of my favorite movies to this date, and I enjoyed it so much that that's the only reason I got the Lego. I did go on to get two other Legos, and they were the F-30 Spider Ferraris, which I still have. One's a red one, and I got another one that came with two colors of it. You can interchange. It's either red or yellow. And one of them was a little more updated than the other. Of course, that's how Lego goes. Still the same car. One's convertible and one's not. Let's see here. Yeah, there's actually a piece in this set. Since I couldn't find the color, which is an amazing amount of Legos I have, but it's the American flag. That actually came from, I think there was a set that came out back in the 70s. It was a long time ago. It was a lunar lander set, and that's actually one of the Lego people back then did not look like Lego people now. There were pretty much these kind of blocks with arms that came off, and if anybody's old enough to remember that, then there you go. That's one of the pieces to it. Alright, let me lay this down. Get one of these and one of these. Both of them. Alright. There's that piece, and then we'll get this other piece. Whew, I can't tell you how bad I'm sweating right now. Alright, that's that. Let me zoom down so you can see the piece here. If I can find my mouse. Already about 24 minutes into this video. I didn't think it'd take that long. But there it is. It's pretty simple. Not much to it. Pull this up closer to the camera. Trying to find out where I am here with the camera. Okay, got the idea? Alright, on to another piece. All this will all go together eventually here. Let me zoom out a little bit so you got a better view. I'm still playing with this camera. I have an autofocus on it normally, but doing these videos, I found that it's so much easier not to have the autofocus going, because it wants to zoom in and out, and it wreaks havoc on these videos. So I tend not to use the autofocus, so I have to kind of focus in and out on my own. Wow, that's not even a Lego piece. You ever see those Legos that are like Legos? I can't even read what it says, but anybody that plays with Legos or messes with them well, I can't see it quite very good, but usually it says Lego on every top of every stud. That does not say Lego on it. I think it came from either, let's see, I have an F-16 fighter. I also have a monster truck. I cannot remember who makes those things. It's not Lego, but their parts, they fit Lego, which is kind of neat, but sometimes they're a little loose too. Alright. These fins here, I actually had to steal one of them from my, I want to get this right, I think it's 7659, or it's the Millennium Falcon that opens like a Jiffy Pop popcorn. That's the only way I can think of it. It has all those pieces that open up. And I always kind of tend to think it looks like Jiffy Pop popcorn. I'm kind of used to stir over the heat. I know they still make them, and it all pops up into a big ball. It's very cool. Alright, here comes this piece back into play. Flip this around, this goes on there. And I can tell you this is, I believe this is the front. I could be wrong, but no, this is the, I want to say it's the front. I believe it's the front of the ship. I could be wrong. It's, like I said, I have not built this since, it's been years now. Years and years. Okay, where's those pieces? I just had them. Okay, here they are. Let me get two more of those. I think there's two, right? Yeah, 2 times. Those. Some of these. But honestly, I started with this Lego, and it's when my kids were small. Actually, I think I got this from about the time my son was born. My daughter wasn't born yet. And not until probably somewhere in, I have to say 2002 is when I about got it. Maybe a little bit after that. I can't remember. But I put this set together again when I was living by myself, and I didn't have all the pieces for it, so I kind of chalked that up to my son having some of my pieces, who no longer is into Legos. I guess he's into his ROTC thing now, but that's okay. This isn't a hobby for everybody, and I guess quite a few people outgrow it, except for geeks like me. I'm about to turn 45 this month, or next month, I mean. So I still have a love for Legos and love for Star Wars. Okay, let's see how this goes. A lot of people, friends of mine, just can't quite figure me out just because of that fact. But you know, everybody's got a hobby. I used to fish a lot, I used to golf a lot. They always wind up costing me a lot of money. Even though Legos aren't the cheapest things in the world, but you know, they kept me entertained. Alright, did I just put that on wrong? Let's see. Yeah, I sure did. Both of them. Put them on the wrong direction. Wondered why I weren't fitting right in the set there. Alright, let me do this without tearing the whole thing apart. Alright. Okay, that's better. I'm really trying to control my shakiness on camera, but I'm having a difficult time with that, especially when I don't know what's going on with that. Caffeine, boys and girls. So next time your parents say, I don't want you drinking too much soda, well, they've got a good reason for it. It's not because they're being mean. It's because they don't want you jumping off the walls. That's what caffeine does. Great. I got pieces stuck together that I can't get apart. Alright. It's going to go this way and this way. 2 more of these. And the hotter it gets out here, the more I'm going to start shaking, because I'm not kidding. I wish I had a thermometer sitting in front of me right now. The sweat is absolutely pouring off my body. And for me not doing any kind of exercise before this, it's just crazy. Alright. Let me get these flipped this way, right? That's the way the picture shows. Yep. Okay. You can see what I'm doing in these pictures. The first part up here, you can't see very much, but this is exactly the same thing I did on that one. Alright. Getting right along. This might have to be a two-part video, only because I'm really trying to keep my videos down to less than an hour or less, just because it takes a long time to upload to YouTube, and also it's just, you can start losing people after the first 5 minutes of these videos, let alone after an hour. I do have my real-time builds on my Vader's New Empire channel on YouTube, and I've also got some other ones on another YouTube channel, my personal one, just for all the videos and stuff I watch. But because there's so many strange, odd videos out there I've watched, I try not to link it to my Vader's New Empire site. Some things are not, I don't believe they're meant for children under a certain age, so I tend to keep that site away from my hobby blog, just because, you know, I don't want anybody telling me that I got videos up there that aren't suitable for children, even though I don't watch anything really bad. It's just those things that the politically correct world nowadays we live in. Some people don't like certain things, and I got that as a fact in my head a long time ago. But eventually I'll be taking those videos I got on my regular site over to Vader's New Empire, my YouTube channel. So give me some time. It takes quite a while to transfer those videos over, because I can't just transfer it between the YouTube channels, which I wish I could, because if I could, it'd be so much easier that way. But because I can't, I just have to make do with what I got until I can upload the videos onto Vader's New Empire channel. But they will eventually get there. And they take me a long time to upload. They really do. I got this really old laptop computer that right now I got a fan on the thing just because it overheats so bad all the time. I mean, if you've seen some of my other videos, sometimes when it gets too hot, it tends to either stop my videos or turns them into like a stop motion like deal, or slow motion, and the audio goes out in it, and it's embarrassing. But you know, I'm working with a computer that's it's a compact Presario, and it's about 100 years old. No, it's actually, I bought it back in what's a good, I can't remember the date I even bought it in. It's probably about 5 years ago. So back in 2009, I think, somewhere close to that, I bought it. So it's pretty old. I pretty maxed pretty much maxed it out on video and pictures alone. And back a while ago I tried to load a different bit system into the computer, trying to play old video games from the Windows 98 era, and some video games required a different bit system, and I know Windows 98 I think is what I got on there now, or no, it's like 2000 or something like that. It had two different software, and you could upload either 64-bit or 32-bit. And because of the fact I tried to change the bit system, which later I found out I was not supposed to do, it really messed up my computer, and it does not allow me very much freedom on my computer anymore. And I pretty much maxed it out with pictures and video too, so it tends to stop and slow down my computer. I'm constantly cleaning that computer out every day just so I can do things like what I'm doing right now. But I try to get whatever I can on video. Oh, let me pull this down where you can see it. I put it all together. There's the front of it. There's the rear, the missing piece. Alright, there's the side I just put together on there. That's what holds the main fin on. And flipping it over. Alright, get two of these and two of these. Yeah, I most likely will have to make this a two-part video, just because I need to go in and get some AC. It's extremely hot. I'll find out how hot it is, and I'll let you know in the next video. Turn on the weather channel and find out. Alright, there's the main body for it so far. And now I'm working on what appears to be, this is the one of the third wings. It's not the main wing. Just I can tell just by the way it looks on paper, even though I haven't built this in 100 years. Alright, let me get this going. But when it hits about an hour mark, I'll stop it and get going on doing another one. Like I said, I try not to make these last more than an hour. Lose people too quick. But like I said, and I am repeating myself, I know a lot of people are just going to scan through the video. I'm not sure if everybody watches 1 hour video of someone else putting stuff together, talking about just about anything under the sun. But I'm here doing them. I do it because I like to, and basically I'm just showing what I consider to be fun. Alright, that's one of the pieces. I've already put decals on them from years ago, and I'm trying to find the ones that got decals on it compared to what it shows in on paper there. There's actually a decal right there on that piece over there. And I do have the decals on these, but just having trouble finding them. There we go. Trying to keep everything aligned here while putting it all together. Some of these pieces I haven't gone on a set, and probably since the last time I built it. Well, I attempted to build it years ago, a couple years back. I don't know, it was about 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and I didn't have all the pieces, so I couldn't put the whole thing together, and kind of scrapped it when I didn't have all the pieces. But now that I got most of my Legos back, except for the ones I really need, I'm able to gather parts and pieces out and piece together whatever I need, which is fine. Like I said, it might be multicolored, it might not be the exact colors that were on the original set, but I can at least put it together now so everybody can see what it looks like. I don't know if many people that have these. When I was doing the review for it, there's a site I go to sometimes just for a little bit of information I can't find or don't have myself. And that site has, you know, people signing in whatever they have, what kind of sets they have. So it has a way of telling you how many people have it, how many people want it. It's a very good site. I can't remember the name of it right this second. If I wasn't doing the video right away, I could pull it up and tell you. It's a site, I'm sure, if you have anything to do with Star Wars Legos or are interested in it and you've looked up any kind of information about them, I'm sure you've ran across that site before. Having a hard time thinking of what it's called. But it's like actually the first site you come to if you Google Star Wars Lego set. Aside from Lego, they're just like the #1 spot for finding out information, and they have a lot of good information. And you know, it's cool and all. But I'll let you know what it's named on the second video if you tune back in. Oh, let's see. And some of these little colored Legos here, I couldn't find all the pieces for. But nonetheless, I did. Excuse me. I did pull up whatever I could out of the boxes here. I don't know what it is about children, but they love those colored pieces, and those are always the first ones to go somewhere else. It's okay. I can handle it. Some might be red, some might be green, some might be yellow, some might be pink. I think they make a pink one. I don't think I have any pink ones with me, but nonetheless, I do have all various colors of it. There's a sticker right there, and I don't know if it shows to put it on or not. And it's probably towards the end or whatever, but nonetheless. Alright, this goes on there. I know this is a side wing. It's not the main wing because the side ones had, whoops, missing a Lego. Had these orange, cooperate with me here please, had these orange decals. Don't recall an orange dot being in the original movie, but you know, hey, it gives a little pop, a little bit of color to it. Alright, yeah, this is one of the side wings, because this actually gets hooked right into here. There we go. It's one of the ones that folds up. This is one of the side ones that sticks out, I believe. Yeah, this is where the main one hooks onto is these down here, and then the other side one hooks onto these right there. They're little, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Hold on a second. They just stick off. They're little hinged parts. I don't know if you just noticed that, but my video is now getting funky on me, which tells me my computer is overheating on me. Hopefully it keeps going. Okay. It might just be the fact I got too close to the camera. I don't know. Strange things happen with these video when I go up close to 1 hour. Alright, this is the main wing of the set, and this takes a few of these. Now, somewhere in the comments of where I go for these sets, people do reviews on them, and some have said that you can actually build this center wing up because it's only got like one side to it, and they say if you alter it a little bit and stick it down farther in the set, that you can actually accommodate a second side to the wing. I have not tried that. So, you know, I haven't built this in a very long time. I just figured it was a suiting set to build after saying I wasn't going to do any more of these real-time Lego builds for a long time. That I would just go ahead and stick this one together. My first one, I was going to do them in progression, like which one I first bought and then roll with it that way. It didn't work out that way. Just because I got carried away, and real-time Lego builds were not on my high to-do list. Only because the amount of time it takes. What is going on here? Oh, I think I skipped a step. Did I? So that's the bad thing. I didn't even realize that snuck right up on me. There's actually two pieces that go on now. But I just got carried away and said, heck, I just want to keep building and building and building. And when I started the whole site, I didn't plan on real-time Lego builds in the first place. But after being told that I should do some videos on my site, kind of give people something other than just written word, videos and images on my site. Now I looked up so many YouTube videos of people doing these real-time builds, but they were putting them into stop motion, which for two reasons I didn't do. One, because I can't afford the software for it, and two, just for time reasons. I know it sounds lazy. I didn't have the time to do something like that, but I wanted to do a video that no one else does. I pretty much thought this would be the way to do it. Apparently, there's not many people that do this real-time build like this. Let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah, I think I've only seen it once before, and it was done by it's a group of people from the Mythbusters that actually was doing quite a few real-time builds. But we're talking, it was taking them days and days and days to do it. And it was a competition, speed competition between two sets. One guy built one set, one guy built the other. It was quite interesting to watch, but that's what the only video I could find that had a real-time anything. So I figured if they can do it, then I can do it. And some of those videos were a couple years old. So I decided, what the heck, give it a try, see what I can do, what I can come up with. And that's what I got here. I got some dirty Legos there. Oh boy, those things are nasty. Nonetheless, I stepped right in, started doing these real-time builds. I've had quite a few people watching them. For the most part, they're not staying on there for a really long time, because I could see that with just the analytics of YouTube. But for the most part, people are watching these things. I didn't think anybody would sit online that long to actually watch a full-length real-time video. And I've seen some people that have stayed on there for the whole thing, which has really surprised me. I've had parents talk to me about, or email me about, thank you for providing good information, whether their kids are getting the set or whether an adult's getting the set. I've had a lot of good feedback from people. Most of the times I don't post my comments from other people on my YouTube channel. I don't want anybody to go, well, I disagree with that, or I don't think that's true. You know, it just creates a little bit of friction there, and I don't want to create no friction. Some people agree with some people, and some people don't agree with some people. You know, that's how it goes in the world. So if you want to leave me any comments, by all means, drop me a line. I'm all up for listening to anything, whether you got a complaint or a comment, or you just want to make fun of me, or I don't care. I got thick skin. I can take it. I do what I do because I like to do it, and nobody else tries to do it. And I'm thinking a lot of people don't try to do it because a lot of people don't want to watch that long. But like I said, I'm here for fun. I do what I want. And so far I've not gotten any bad comments, honestly. I've had nothing but good comments come my way. I'm joining a couple more groups out there in the world that deal with nothing but Star Wars Legos, or Legos in general, and for the most part they've had nothing but good things to say as well, which is really fascinating because, you know, I always thought there'd be some people out there that like to hate things, you know, and like to, you know, give you their 2 cents without thinking about why I'm doing this, what drives me to do this, or why I keep going on like this. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that. No, camera can't see it. It's starting to drip all over this table. If you could see my face, I'm like melting as I speak. Okay. Let me see. There's a couple more parts I need. There we go. I can't tell if they're red or orange. One's like a super bright orange. The other one's looks like it's been through the mud. Oh, great. It's the little tiny things that I get shaky with. But then again, I've always shook through life. I don't know why. Even when I was a kid, I was a little shaky at times. So, it's not something I'm happy about, but there is not much I can do about at the same time. Alright, this goes here. I kind of tend to get used to it. I've had doctors look at me and, what is going on here? Oh, well, how can that be 2 of those? Okay, I don't get it. Bear with me for a second. I don't see how there could be 2 of those. It says I got 3 of them. That's all it shows. That's really awkward. I don't understand why it says 3. It says 2 times there, but I don't see it. I see exactly what I get built compared to what they show. That's what it shows. So I don't need that yet. Alright, and this will go here. Hello, Mr. Cat. And you can hear my cat up there. He's been in a few real-time video builds. He actually knocked over a set of mine once. I think it was the Jedi Starfighter with the hyperdrive booster ring. And I had my setup all completely different than it is now. And he decided to want to be a star too, so he come running right through my video, knocked my set all over the place. I had to go back and rebuild everything. Well, that's odd. Well, I just realized that wing's in the wrong place. I'm looking at the guns going opposite direction. That's hilarious. Alright. I know it's old, but dang, come on. Alright. Alright, there we go. There's some of it. Collapse down the wing, and there you go. Let me see if I can zoom out, because I am going to stop the video now before I go on with the rest, because the rest has the stand and the other wing, and there's the command module that sits off the side and it pivots, and there's all kinds of neat stuff that goes on with this. But as you can see, it is quite a tall model. When it's all said and done, I believe it stands I believe it said 16 inches. But so far so good. But I do want to thank everybody for stopping by on this real-time Lego build. And please, by all means, stop in and see the rest of it, as it's picking up on the other wing. I don't have too many more pieces laying out here on the table, as I'll zoom out and show you. That's all that's left of it, and there's a stand that's somewhere in there too, and there isn't too many of these, and I'll get a new part for that. But I will see you here in a few seconds if you want to go on to the next video, but I will be back in about 10 or 15, believe it or not, because I gotta get cooled off. Alright, I thought it was going to rain, but I guess it's not going to rain quite yet. Alright, well, thank you for taking time to stop by vadersnewempire.com or my Vader's New Empire YouTube channel. Please sign up. I'm looking for any and all new people to come on in and join my community. Check out what I got. Give me any comment you like. And oh, here comes the cool air. But thank you for taking the time, and leave any comments on this video that you would like. Alright, have a wonderful day, and thank you for stopping by.